Hello everyone, this is Yaz Rosette, and today's vlog will be for my public econ students. If you have additional insights, if you want to troll me, char, if you want to correct me, or if you have some important concrete examples to share with me on this topic, please feel free to comment down below and I will be very happy to talk with you. Okay, so yung topic natin ngayon ay about market failure. Ano nga ba yung market failure, guys? If may market failure ba, may tinatawag bang successful market sa real world? What do you think? First, in order for us to understand what market failure means, kailangan mo natin malaman kung meron bang sitwasyon kung saan nagiging successful ang market sa free economy. Taran! Naku po, meron. It is in terms of perfectly competitive market or in terms of perfect competition. Taran! Taran again! So ano nga ba yung sinasabing perfect competition? The market wherein through the invisible hand nag-a-agree yung supply and demand side sa right na price through the point of intersection or the equilibrium. So doon natin natutukoy yung price na tama lang both for the producers and for the consumers. Nangyayari lang agad yan kung napakaraming supplier and napakaraming buyers in the market. So, in that case again, hindi nakokontrol o naiimpluwensyahan ng isang tao lamang o isang mamimili lamang yung presyo ng produkto. So, nagiging patas. Everyone is better. Everyone is happier. So, we actually have 6 types of market failure. Ano-ano nga ba yung mga bagay na yun? Ano-ano nga ba yung mga bagay na yun? First, we have the market power. As we have discussed, sa isang free economy, successful yung market if it is perfectly competitive. In short, if it is a pop or perfect competition, then there is an equilibrium which gives a justice to the price paid by the consumers and to the price na itinatalaga ng ating equilibrium at nare-receive ng ating producer. So that is one indicator. But there are times when the market is not perfect. Sa anong mga market nga ba hindi perfecto yung ating ekonomiya? One is kung may oligopoly. Second, monopoly. Yang dalawang markets na yan are patunay that they are really market failure because there is what we call as the first type of market failure, the market power. Ano nga bang ibig sabihin ng market power? It happens when there is only one buyer or one seller in an industry, in the market. Okay, so nasa second type na tayo ng market failure, and that is basically the negative externalities. Ano nga ba yung negative externality? As defined in the Intelligent Economist website, externality or negative externalities occur when yung production or consumption of goods or services causes the social cost to be greater than the private cost. Ano nga pag ibig sabihin ng social and ng private cost? Para mas maintindihan, I will be giving you this example. May nating example, yung furniture shop. When a furniture shop decides on production or producing wood furniture specifically, then the first process will be to cut down trees from the forest. Diyan pa lang, kinocompute na ng firm kung magkano yung gagastusin nila sa pagputol ng mga kahoy until sa labor and other capital. Yan, everything involves money in it, including the salary of those who are working for this furniture shop. But what happens when you are about to measure the cost, the real cost of that production, nani-neglect kadalasan yung tinatawag natin environmental cost. So, dun na, pag ina-add mo yun sa mga actual cost lang na kwinenta ng may-ari ng firm, then you will be arriving at a conclusion that the social cost will always be greater than the private cost. Ano nga ba yung social cost na dinagdag, environmental cost? So, it's for the effects of the environmental pollution, deforestation, where in the future, the neighborhood, or near the forest na pinamutulan ng kahoy might experience flash floods, landslides, among that. You see, may negative impact na hindi kwenta dun sa production. Kaya, mas naging napamura, hindi naging justifiable yung price ng pagbenta ng furniture. Kasi wala naman tayong binabayaran masyadong environmental fees sa fact na yan. Okay, so if that is then the example, then the social cost is greater than the social benefit. And it turns out to be a negative externality. Okay, so we are the third type of market failure at yun yung tinatawag natin positive externality. One example of that would be maybe a series of competition on the cleanliness of the barangay. Kasi yung minimeasure natin dito yung benefit eh. We will have to compare the social benefit versus the private benefit. So again, sa negative externality is the social cost versus the private cost. And it's the same po. Dapat mas nag-e-exceed yung social benefit kesa sa private benefit. And bakit? Or paano nangyayari? Anong scenario? Example again, yung cleanliness competition in between barangays or inter-barangay cleanliness and orderliness na competition na hiniheld sa isang particular na town maybe. And ano ba yung nangyayari doon? Naging positibo in such a way na naging malinis tingnan. Merong very, very pleasing na result on the part of the neighborhood, on the part of the citizens, kasi nga may kalinisan, may orderliness, lahat nakikinabang. Social benefit. Mas marami yung nakikinabang eh. Isang barangay lang yung pinag-usapan natin dito, but a lot would really benefit from it. The whole government of that certain town will even benefit from it. Okay? Plus yung mga social benefit in terms of health and other factors. Alright, so we're on the fourth type of market failure. Ito po yung nauuso tuwing election, tuwing may mga projects, kailangan ng pera ng mga Ito po yung tinatawag na public goods. Ano yung public goods? Sila yung mga kadalasang project ng government. Sila din yung kadalasan ginagamit ng lahat ng libre. Example, public CR, street lights, na pinagawa ng mga NGOs or ng government. So, nagiging problema yun because walang bayad yung tao. Ang daming free rider. Again, may tinatawag doon na free rider problem. Okay? So, hindi natin take into account yung cost na ginawa ng government, and pag meron ng mga damages or mga destruction na nagaganap, sino bang magme-maintain doon? That's an added cost again to our government. Because everyone's free, nobody also is responsible for the safety or the guarantee of the preservation of those public goods. Again, nagkakaroon ng free rider problem. Lahat tayo umaasa sa public good na yun. Halos lahat ay nakikinabang ng libre. Okay? Again, may distortions na naman sa market niyan. Hindi na justify yung ginastos sa paggawa ng public good na yun. So we're down to 2 more types of market failure. And the 5th one is eto na nga. Incomplete information. Ano nga pang ibig sabihin ng incomplete information at bakit siya nagiging type or form ng market failure? Example. Meron kang alahas. Pero gusto mo siyang ibenta pero hindi mo alam yung mga karat-karat na yan, yung presyohan sa pawn shop or sa market ng alahas. So what happens is pag binenta mo siya sa isang very knowledgeable on alahas at saka guwache, posible magkaroon ng cheating doon. Posible niyang hindi presyohan ng totoong presyo or ng patas na presyohan ng alahas mo. And then, because of that, because of the lack of information that you have, and because there's more information on the side of the supplier, then there will be a price distortion again. Information would affect whether or the trade occurs. Halimbawa, hindi mo rin gusto i-trade na kasi baka nga naman pasensya na sa mga sisters ko, ganun talaga sila guys. Okay, so hindi again tama yung mabibigay na presyo. Again, that's a market failure. Another example, if you're the seller, mas knowledgeable ka sa seller. For instance, 10K lang yung binibenta mong alahas. Pero yung presyo na pwede mong sabihin ay yung presyo ng 18K, ng 24 karat, kasi hindi naman talaga alam Sean, yung nangyayari sa incomplete information again. Example, if you're the seller, sorry guys, if you're the seller, tapos hindi mo alam yung, wala kang kaalam, you're just very eager to buy, atat ka ng bilhin yung 10 karat na yon, hala ka na lang sa presyo, kahit na hindi mo alam na yung presyo binigay ni seller pala ay yung presyo ng 24 karat. So again, alcanse ka na naman. Then, market failures occurs, or that's a market failure. Okay, so we're down to the last type of market failure. Ano kaya yun? Anyone? Joke lang. We have regulations. So maybe if you can remember pa your lessons in your microeconomics, whenever there is a certain price, dahil may oversupply or may undersupply, nagkakaroon ng regulation agad, nagbabat in yung government. Nagkakaroon sila ng tinatawag na price ceiling regulation or price floors. Anong ibig sabihin ng price ceiling again? Yung price ceiling, eto yung yes, eto yung pumuprotekta sa buyers. Sasabihin ng government, yung presyo ng bigas ay hanggang 55 lang, hindi na pwedeng lumagpas doon. Yung ating mga supplier dapat ng bigas. Yung price floor naman is para din sa mga firms or suppliers. Hindi dapat pangangalagaan natin or babantayan natin, hindi na pumaba pa sa 50 yung kilo ng bigas. Kasi kawawa naman yung mga supplier. Actually, yung aim naman talaga ng government is beneficial to both, if both yung pinapatupad. However, kakaroon tayo dito ng market failure kasi employees can't be paid less than this set of minimums. Sorry, kasi hindi na-allocate ng sakto yung resources. What if yung supplier ay nag-angkat ng bigas by the time na pinatupad yung price ceiling na 54 or 55 per kilo din yung angkat nila yung time na yon. So they are not being protected. There is injustice on the part of the suppliers na na-timing lang pagpapatupad ng price ceiling regulation. So again, may distortion na naman. May lugi na naman sa market. That is why it's a market failure again. So, meron din example dito about minimum wage loss. Paano to nagiging market failure? Paano ito nagiging market failure kung may regulation ng minimum wage law? Simple lang. Yung example, yung employee hindi naman talaga nagtatrabaho ng gustong oras or nagtutulog lang minsan, 3 oras ang tinatrabaho sa 8 oras sa isang araw, then hindi mo siya masasahudan ng below minimum wage kasi nga may minimum wage law. So, lugi na naman si firm. Lugi na naman tayo dyan. Okay, so you see there's still a distortion in the market. So, it's considered a market failure. And maraming salamat, guys. I hope that you learned something. Napakasimple lang talaga ng mga example na nabibigay ko kasi kapos rin sa oras. But if you have questions, PM me, ha? Especially my students. Thank you so much. Have a great Sunday. Have a great day ahead. Bye. At yun na nga, let's sum it up. We have just discussed the 6 types of market failure pero hindi ko pa nakaklaro sa inyo kung ano nga ba talaga ang ibig sabihin ng market failure. Ano yung real definition ng market failure based on Econ books, based on the economists' thinking. Ano nga ba yun? Dang, 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 dang! So, basically, market failure is just the misallocation of resources so that there are distortions in the market, particularly price distortion. Okay, again, it is the inefficient allocation of resources sa government natin. And ano yung 6 types of market failure? Number 1, we have the market power. Example ng market power again, we have monopoly and oligopoly types of market. Kung saan ay isa lang yung nakaka-influence or 2 or 3 lang yung nakaka-influensya sa presyo ng mga bilihin or ng serbisyo. At unfair yun sa part ng mga consumers. Okay, number 2, we have negative externality na kung saan yung isang production or consumption ng good or service ay nagre-result into the excess of social benefit or social cost versus the private cost. Nagiging market failure yan kasi hindi natin take into account yung other costs such as environmental cost, yung pollution, deforestation, landscape. Third type is the positive externality na kung sana hindi naman na-justify yung presyo na pwedeng ma-receive ng doer of the action, ng supplier, ng gumagawa ng serbisyo or ng. And then we also have the 4th one, which is the public goods. Yung public goods ay nagiging market type ng market failure because there is a free rider problem. Lahat nakikinabang pero hindi naman lahat accountable enough pag meron ng mga damyo sa pagpapagawa or sa mga public goods na available. So, it's all the burden of those who donates the public good or example, the government. Okay, the 5th type is the incomplete information. The last is regulation. So, yun po. Maraming salamat sa pagkikinig and hope that you have learned something from this vlog. And please, if you have questions, feel free to ask them on the comment section below. Or if you have additional information to share, then please share it again on the comment section. In the comment section, rather. Thank you so much! Ciao!